What is going on, everybody? My name is AJ,
And I'm Frankie.
and we are the Den of Weebs. Today, we are going to be listening to Architects, Black Lungs. Just to give a overview. I listened to Architects, but that was like back in like 2010 and everything. Like, I don't know what they sound like now, so this shall be nice. I'm excited. Their new songs have been getting really good reviews, so their old stuff I think you would like. So I'm excited to see what this brings. Are you ready?
Only one way to find out.
Three, two, one, go. All right, pause it. Oh my god, dude, this is insane. Um, Jesus Christ, dude. These guys were around when Bring Me the Horizon were both blowing up at the same time, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Bring Me the Horizon went into a whole other realm, right? Bring Me the Horizon is like Ginger, whereas like Bring Me the Horizon is just Bring Me the Horizon. Nobody else sounds like them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the same thing with Architects, right? Architects are like OGs in the metalcore scene, right? And this video is just like, yeah, you want to learn something? I'm gonna learn you something. And like, I don't like. It's so every part of this is just great so far. I don't know if you're into it, but it's just like
Yeah,
from
so
the very first thing that I ever heard from them to like now is insane, dude.
yeah, I mean, I'll say it like I definitely like it. This may be controversial. I don't know if I agree in the sense like I really enjoy the song. I'm not like blown away, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like this song so far is has not it hasn't done like something like Ginger would do, where I feel like I have seen what they're doing done before. And the thing is you said they're like OGs in the metalcore scene, so there's very good chance like they help influence like the formula they're using.
Yeah.
But like,
No, like
and
I don't think you understand. Metalcore wouldn't be where it's at right now
yeah,
without
and
these
like
guys. Yeah.
I get that, and like I think had I listened to them beforehand, like I would get a different feel for it. Um, but as like someone who's never really, I think I may have heard some stuff from them before, but someone who wasn't a fan of them, not because I didn't like them, but just because I didn't really hear anything about them. Like they're the song is very good and I like it, but there's nothing in it that's like caught me off guard yet. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
nothing that is really like blown me away. It's just a really good sounding song. Like it's just a really good metalcore song
Yeah.
for me. But no, I mean, let that is not knocking the song in any way, shape, or form. The song is like really good. Um, so like I'm anxious to see like what else happens in it for
Yeah.
sure.
Where you at?
132.
All right. Three, two, one, go. Oh my god. Oh, whoa! I thought this was
Oh,
over. Oh, is it over? Is it
I think
over?
it's over. We got like 6 seconds left.
Oh, oh my god.
That ending breakdown I didn't see coming. That was a nice little surprise.
So, yeah, they're a mature version of what I used to listen to back in the day. And I don't know, and I'm not sure if this is your thing or not, but I don't know how him and Ollie from Bring Me the Horizon fit these like poppy lyrics and metalcore. It makes like no sense to me on how they do it.
You mean like poppy like vocals?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
not even just the vocals, but like just the rhythm of it when they're doing it. It's
yeah.
just like because when people try and do it right, it usually comes out as like butt rock basically. Like it's just
Yeah.
like not good. And like they I don't know how they do it. Like honestly. And like the breakdown that you just heard is like textbook like architects breakdowns. And you can now you see it because you're like, okay, like that's a good breakdown. Like I've heard it before. Yeah. You've heard it before because of everybody that used to listen to them when they were younger.
Yeah.
So dude, oh my god, dude. This was like I need to listen to their album now.
Yeah.
Cause like they never sounded like this when I listened to them, and it's great.
Yeah. Well, it kind of reminds me of like when I heard people talking like about Periphery, like the Garden of the Bone song, where the vocalist implemented a lot of like pop like techniques and like vocal styles in that song, and it like elevated because like once again that's a very risky thing to do, and you have to be a really good vocalist and a really good songwriter at that in order to twine that in the music. Um, so no, like I thought that part of it was cool. I mean, for me, like my I kind of have the same feelings now as I did in the beginning of the song. Like it's a cool song, like it was good, and like I get like a lot of what I have probably heard in the past like decade or so probably was heavily influenced by them. But like, especially with a lot of the songs and artists and, like, bands we've been listening to lately, like, this was very much, like, formulaic, like, metalcore. Like, you had your verse, you had the kind of, like, lead-in section, you had the chorus, you had the verse again, you had, like, the lead-in section, you had the chorus, you had the breakdown, back to chorus, and then we got the surprise of, like, that nice breakdown at the end. Like, I was not expecting that, that was cool.
Yeah.
But it was just very like, whereas it sounded really good, and I would absolutely listen to it when it's competing for me, like, if I've got, like, Landmarks and Spirit Box and Ginger and, like, Crystal Lake and stuff like that in my queue, I don't know if this finds a spot for me personally, like, in it. Like
All right, I'm just gonna record. You're gonna have to pardon the white noise of my heat on right now because I'm not gonna wait for it to stop. Um, I do want to hop into this video as I'm editing it. I have just gotten off FaceTime with Frankie because I'd never realized this when we were recording. But I asked him if he has. I asked him how he listens to music, and I feel like you guys need to know this for you to understand where he's coming from. Because I think some people might get upset with what he has to say and everything, but he never puts a whole bunch of stuff on shuffle. When he goes to listen to music, he just picks that artist and that's what he's listening to at that time. He's not like making playlists or like going to the artist radio and like listening to a whole bunch of music. Like when he listens to music, it's like that artist and that artist alone. So just try and enter the way that he listens to music to try and understand what he's saying. Um, and that's why I've started this project. I've started this project to introduce some new music, and he's got introduced to a lot of good bands, and I have as well. And but yeah, I just wanted to put this in here for you guys to understand where he's coming from because I needed to call him because I had no idea how he listened to music, so I was a bit confused as well. So, all right, let's get back into the video.
this is very much a song I could absolutely listen to, and I feel like maybe this song would be part of the album where like I would find another song on the album that I liked more than this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I would play like that song nonstop. But I don't know, like I feel like kind of like how we talked about before, how like these other bands are really changing up the way like metalcore and like metal in general is played. Like this is very like classic metalcore to me, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess for me, like I guess right now, as I'm being exposed to a lot of these bands that are really changing things up and giving a lot of things new, like this one, I was just like, this is good, but like I don't know if at this point like I would be like driven to like listen to it more,
So
if that makes
summing
sense.
up the big way that you're just it's cookie cutter metalcore for you.
Kind of. I don't necessarily know if like cookie cutter's the word. It's like very text. I would say it's very textbook metalcore because I feel like calling it cookie
That
cutter is kind
that's
of
what it.
like in yeah, I just kind of feel like the term cookie cutter might be a bit insulting to them. Like I think textbook is the best one because obviously they're the ones that kind of
Yeah.
laid the foundation for this, right?
Hmm.
So I want to make sure like I give them their respect and
Yeah.
like the fact like I get like you have this sound because you're one of the people that pioneered it. I
Yeah.
think just for me as like a new listener, like compared to the things I'm listening to now, it's just like it's good, but it's not great. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't wow me like some of the other stuff we listen to.
Yeah. There's just like there's different ways because people are probably gonna drag me for saying that, but there's different areas of metalcore that got influenced by different things. Like you have
Yeah.
things like August Burns Red. They
Mhm.
inspired different versions of metalcore later on. Same with Parkway Drive. Same with The
Yeah.
Devil Wears Prada. Like, but like there's a lot of formulas that these guys have created that a lot of
Yeah.
people follow.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
So
just like I think it was like the big four in thrash metal. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Like back in the day, like Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth, and I think there was like one more that I'm missing. Like metal was influenced heavily by like those four specifically at that time, and like metalcore is no different. Like
yeah.
there's gonna be like main bands that help influenced a lot of the formula for it. And I will say, like, I'm interested to hear more from them
Hmm.
because I honestly feel from like what they're doing in this, they have probably a song that's going to hook me and be like, okay, this kind of like Bones did for August Burns Red, like that I'm gonna hear and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I love this. It's just this song I liked, but it didn't hit me in that way. Like this isn't the song that clicked for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it. My name is AJ.
I'm Frankie.
We're at Den of Weebs. Until next time. Well, hold on. Like the video if you like the video. Comment if you want to drag Frankie, or you want to drag me, or just say what you like about the video or the song. And make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button if you want to keep up with us. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Later.